today I'm at my cabin in the middle of the woods. I have a special guest lent to me by a close friend. I have the fairly exotic Walther G22. It's their first bullpup carbine. It was designed for competition shooting. I do believe I read somewhere that it was for the Olympics. They just wanted a nice itty-bitty package for competition shooting. It has 2 slots for magazines here on the back of the stock. There's a friction fit storage right here for a spare magazine, and the actual magazine going into the chamber is right here. Put that in backwards. The actual magazine going into the chamber is right here. You just throw that in there. Just like any old bullpup, the action is behind the trigger group. Comes with a little laser on the front there. I actually don't know if this is stock. Couldn't find much information about this thing. I couldn't even find it on Walther's website. I do believe that I read that this was produced starting in 2004 all the way to about 2010. Nice little polymer frame. It's got an adjustable stock here. Has ambidextrous controls here, so if you're shooting lefty and you don't want your cheek pressing up against the charging handle, you can take it to a gunsmith, which they recommend, and you can have the entire action switched to left-handed shooting, just in case. The rear sight aperture here stays down when you want to mount an optic on the pick rail here, and then you can shift it up, just like that. And if you see here, it's got weird little rotating sight block. I can't tell if there's a difference between each of them. I've gone through and shot a handful of magazines through this thing, and I see no difference. The front sight aperture is a fixed sight block there. Kind of looks like the old A2 M16s, where it's just mounted right on there. It's got a nice little angled foregrip up front. I think that's actually stock. I think it just comes with it. A pretty nice shooter. Has a pretty unique safety feature here. Kind of like this weird banana shaped almost. And it's ambidextrous, so it's on both sides. And it slides up just like that. And you see those orange indicators right there saying that it's ready to fire. And then it's down for safe. It's got a nice open trigger well here. I used gloves with it, and they fit pretty well. You know, it's not the best when you got big old leather gloves on, but you know, if you want to keep your hands warm, you can still shoot. The magazines are fairly unique in the fact that they're not unique at all. They're actually identical to the Walther P22 magazines. So, got one right here. And just like I said, they're actually identical except for the butt plate here. I don't know why they put on this weird proprietary butt plate here, but it does make it so you cannot interchange the 2 magazines between the firearms. I did read that the G22 carbine is actually just the P22 internals right in there, except they gave it a 20-inch barrel and almost 9 inches right here of stock. This firearm weighs about just under 6 pounds. It's got a 28-inch profile here with, again, the 20-inch barrel starting all the way back here. All the way back here. This thing's pretty sweet. Accurate as hell. Minimal recoil, especially with the 6 pounds there. Doesn't buck at all. Yeah, I mean, this action is just like super smooth, super clean. Well, maybe not super clean. I forgot to mention that these things, well, I've been told they suck to clean. Apparently trying to take this thing apart is a nightmare. I think all the parts that you would take apart are held together by this little bolt right there and these 2 butt plate bolts. I mean, am I gonna clean it? Yeah. Am I gonna bitch about cleaning it? Also, yeah. But yeah, Carl Walther, if you're listening, I think you're actually dead. If you're listening, Tell your company to make more of these. These are way cooler than your little P22s, PDPs. Well, maybe not the PDP. CCP. Well, maybe not the CCPs. PPK. Maybe not the PPKs. These are pretty cool. I would like to see more of these on the market. I think I saw them going for like $300-400, and for what you get, I mean, this thing's pretty sweet.